Okay, so yesterday was the anniversary of Elvis's death. Happened back on 1977, and this is what the Phoenix Gazette looked like the next day.
I asked how you got these.
A viewer sent me these years ago because she knew I was an Elvis fan. And here's another picture. Maybe we can get a close-up shot of it. Here's a shot of what the Phoenix Gazette looked like. So here it was the day after Elvis died. So this is what was in the paperback almost 30 years ago now.
Crazy.
Or 40 years ago.
It was 39 years, I think, yesterday.
So it'll be 40. So, and people wonder why I like Elvis so much.
Well, it's because you have a little close personal connection.
I do have a connection. So I've told people for years, and I never got the full story, that my mom dated Elvis. Joining us now on the phone is my mom. Hi, Mom.
Good morning.
Hi, Mom.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing great, except I'm going to kill my son for making me do this.
No, come on. She's all nervous.
First of all, I have to tell you, I love your son. He's amazing.
Oh, well, he's a good kid. Well, he's a good young man.
Boy,
You're a
that
good
was
kid.
A rousing endorsement. Thank you, Mom.
We love having him on the morning show. It's been
he
great.
loves it. He loves being there. He's enjoying it a lot.
I am.
Sure.
It's really fun. So let's put up a picture of my mom. And now this is my mom back in the day. Still a beautiful woman now, but back in the day. So this is my mom when you were having interactions with Elvis. So start from the very beginning, and you got about 2 minutes, I believe. So tell us your story. What do you have?
My whole life story in 2 minutes.
No, the Elvis story.
Okay, I was 21 years old, and I had a friend of mine who did entertainment down in Las Vegas, and he had said that he could get us tickets for the comeback for Elvis, so for my girlfriend and myself. And so we said, yes, we'd love to go. We'd love to go down there. So he got us VIP tickets to go down to Vegas to see his show, and we watched the show and was absolutely mesmerized by Elvis. He was entertaining, actually beyond entertainment, just a wonderful man. And after the show, he came up to me, my friend came up to me and said, would you like to go up to the after party at the penthouse and meet Elvis? And of course, we said yes. We wanted to go up and meet him. So we went up to the penthouse, and it was just an experience beyond words for a 21-year-old girl.
And we're showing pictures now, Mom, of that penthouse. I went up there and toured that, and you saw this story and said, oh, yeah, that's the room I was in. So it used to be the International Hotel.
That's right. It was the same place. You did a story on the same exact penthouse. And he was there, but also there was probably maybe another 75 people in the room, but they were all a lot of celebrities. Diana Ross was there. I can't remember. I think it was all the Supremes, I think, were there. But, I mean, a whole bunch of just big celebrities came to see him because this was his big comeback. So the whole room was filled with a little bit of everybody and everything. So it was just a real huge experience for us two little Sacramento girls.
So did you talk to him?
Yeah. So we ended up, during the night, we were there for, I think, 2 or 3 hours, but he had big white sofas in the room, and I was sitting around the corner of one of the sofas, and he walked over and sat down next to me. So I was started talking about where I was from, just things about what I did for a living, what we were doing, and just made small talk for probably, I don't know, maybe half hour even. It was quite a while. We sat there and talked for quite a while on the sofa, and we were there for like another hour or so, and before I left, or get ready to leave, one of his staff members came up and said, Elvis wants me to get your phone number because he'd like to maybe call you.
Okay, so the story stopped right now. I mean...
No!
Okay.
Keep going! I want more!
Well, that's what we did. So I gave him my phone number, and probably within a few, I don't remember how long, but a couple months or a couple weeks or whatever, got a phone call from a staff member and said they would like me, they're going up to, I think it's they're still in Vegas at that time. So I think they would come back down to Vegas and he'd like to have dinner with you. And so we flew back down to Vegas, and we had dinner with him before the show, saw the show again. And
so tell us about that dinner, because you have told me about the dinner. You said he was just sitting backstage by himself at a table, right? Is that what I remember?
He always ate in his suite. And he couldn't go out anywhere because he was too big.
Popular,
he couldn't go out. So he had to have dinner in his suite. So he always had a big table, and he had a full dinner. He always had a great big dinner before he went on the show, which I always thought was kind of amazing because I don't know how you could do that because he was so, energetic on the show. But then he did dinner, and we sit there and just talk, just chat about our kids. And I had you, and he had Lisa. So we talked. You two were about the same age, I think, at that time.
I think we still are.
You weren't nervous, like sitting there, like sharing a meal?
No?
I
think probably maybe the very first time I met him, very first time I saw him, the very first time at the penthouse. That was like an oh my gosh moment. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And after that, you know what? He was the most gentleman. I mean, just a really good person, down to earth, very quiet, soft spoken, You would never feel intimidated by him. He never just wasn't that kind of person. He was just a really basically a good Southern boy. You know, just good manners. He always stood up when a woman walked in the room. He stood up and shook their hand when they walked in the room, and just was an all-around wonderful man. Just wonderful.
Look at that. Look at my mom.
A story.
Hanging out with Elvis. That's pretty exciting.
So for years later, we spent a lot of time. He came and did shows in San Francisco and in Tahoe, and we were always invited to go up to the shows, and we'd have dinner, and then go afterwards to the home he was staying in or wherever he was staying at the time, and sit and talk and chat and just became really close friends. And
so nothing romantic, Mom. Just so I think that's what Andrea's trying to get to.
You made it much bigger than it was. We were never
Well,
we were never
you're
romantic.
like hanging out with Elvis.
Well,
that's pretty big.
It is a big deal.
Well,
I think
so. Yeah.
And I got the chance to go down to Palm Springs, his house in Palm Springs, a couple times for a couple parties down there, and just maintained our.
I'm learning stuff as we're sitting here. Mom, you were really good on TV today. I'm very impressed.
We're going to call you again and interview you for something else, I'm sure.
Yeah, can you do a daily segment?
And you are stunning, by the way. I have to tell you that.
That's a long time ago.
It was.
A long time ago.
No.
Thanks, Mom. Great job.
So nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you guys, and enjoy the rest of your show.
We will.
Have a great day.
And thanks for tuning in every day from Sacramento. My mom. Who knew? I had no idea it went on as long as it did.
I know. Palm Springs. There was other instances.
And nothing romantic?
No, well,
Are you buying that? That's the story she's sticking to?
Maybe she's just sticking to it. Maybe she was sworn to secrecy.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah.
It's my mom.
Yeah. It's like you never want to know that your parents kiss or anything like that.
And
you don't want to know about their dating life.
She was a young, single mom
young and
back
single,
then. And that was probably a great getaway for her to be able to have these things with the little 2 or 3 year old.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Mom.